Has Xbox just locked down a brand new AAA game with one of the most famous developers on the planet? Let's get into the shocking news as we get into a rumor that might leave Sony PlayStation 5 fans in shock. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the channel and the video. Remember to hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support is greatly appreciated. So I might be a couple of days late to this rumor, but after getting some DMs and people asked me about it, I had to make a video because this leak is coming from someone that's extremely credible. And that's the rumor that Xbox is in talks with Kojima to make a brand new game for the Xbox Series X console. Now, I know this is something that has been rumored before, and there was this rumor a little over a year ago that mentions Xbox was in talking of buying Kojima Studio along with his talents. But it would seem that rumor is not happening, and instead there is this rumor that Kojima is working with Xbox to make a brand new game. But first, we have to go back and talk about why this rumor is coming up. It's because this new game called Abandon is coming to Sony Interactive Entertainment. The trailer was revealed and a lot of people assumed it was Kojima Productions' next big game, which wasn't true, and a well-known insider had to break the news to everyone around the gaming world. Here's what was said in the article. Kojima Productions is making a new game, but it's not Abandon for PlayStation 5. Earlier today, Sony Interactive Entertainment revealed a trailer for Abandon, which is a horror project from developer Blue Box Games. But that trailer and the developer's spotty history are just odd enough to cause some people to speculate that Abandon is secretly the next game from Metal Gear Solid creator Hideo Kojima. This is not the case. Okay, let's get right into this because a lot of people have messaged me about this and I honestly didn't have that many answers for them. But as time went on, you can easily see that a lot of people were grasping at straws when it came to the new game announcement, which almost seemed a little desperate because Sony fans just wanted any type of news when it comes to new game announcements or just any type of PlayStation announcements. And how could you blame them? Sony has been extremely quiet lately and they haven't had a new game announcement in a very long time. Yet on the other side, Xbox has been relentless with the game announcements. It's almost to the point of overwhelming when it comes to Xbox games and all their announcements and features coming to the Xbox Series X. Let's take a second to compare the two. Sony has announced $70 games, shutting down their PS3 stores, which is completely anti-consumer. Oh, and you throw in the report of them not giving their developers creative freedom unless they make massive AAA games that will promise to sell millions upon millions of copies. So yeah, the negative news surrounding Sony and the PlayStation 5 platform could make people hope for some good news. And one of those is thinking Kojima is working on a brand new game for the PlayStation platform, especially when he made Death Stranding for the PlayStation 4. Yet what people don't remember is the game didn't sell a lot of copies and wasn't that big of a success. In fact, it makes sense that Sony isn't working with Kojima again because his games haven't sold millions upon millions like Sony wants all their games to do now. But not only that, the article mentions that this rumor is only happening because there's not much information regarding the studio actually making Abandon. Here's what's said. One of the reasons people believe Abandon is from Kojima is because it's difficult to find a lot of information about Blue Box Games. But that isn't because it is a shell corporation for Kojima Productions. Instead, Blue Box is simply a small studio that has never released a major console game before. Blue Box's website is dead, it has a game in early access on Steam that it has stopped updating, and it has yet another similar game that it attempted to launch on Steam's now defunct Greenlight program. I get it though, maybe Kojima was playing the long con and he was the one behind this studio all along. He was simply waiting for the moment to strike, and that time has come. Alright, aside from the jokes, that's pretty funny. Reading these types of rumors is just great because you can see that people really just want to put big names on big games and have those games attached to their favorite platforms. And that's exactly what's happening here with this random game called Abandon. It's being made by a very unknown studio in Blue Box Games, and it's a game not a lot of people know about. So automatically, to make the game bigger than it is, people want to attach Kojima Studios to it. Now, of course, the rumors have been crazy with Kojima and Sony, especially after Death Stranding coming out. Everyone felt that Kojima came home to Sony and that he will stick to making only PlayStation games, even though everyone knew that Death Stranding was most likely coming to the PC platform. Which brings me to what this insider had to say about Xbox, and how he knows Kojima isn't working with PlayStation on a game because he's already working on a game for Xbox. Here's what's said. But the biggest piece of evidence I have that Abandon is not a Kojima joint is that Kojima is in talks with Microsoft about publishing his next game. according to a source familiar with the matter. And yes, that statue on Phil Spencer's shelf was referencing a potential deal with the legendary developer. I cannot confirm if Xbox closed the deal yet, but my understanding is that Kojima is the focus of a Microsoft plan to tap into Japanese talent. So you'll have to enjoy Abandon absent Kojima's marketing stunts. And that is what I love to see. I mean, we've seen Phil Spencer have his little podcast where he has his camera on in his office, and all this stuff behind him kind of hints at what's coming to Xbox. We've all seen it and we all love it, and I guess it struck again, especially one that people dissected like crazy, and everybody thought it just meant that Death Stranding was coming to the PC platform. But instead, it might be that he's making a game. And this is where things shift away from Sony and we concentrate way more on Xbox and how they're not afraid to make investments into different developers. One of which being Kojima, who to this day still has a massive, and I mean massive, influence with Japanese developers, which is a demographic Xbox is wanting to tap into because they want to get those types of games on Xbox Game Pass. Xbox doesn't just want AAA games that fit a certain demographic and that's it. Instead, they want to get content from all over the gaming genres and have them there on Xbox Game Pass to expand their subscriber base. And getting Kojima to be a part of the Xbox output is a great way to show other developers in the Japanese market they have all sorts of games ready for them. But most of all, it's going to show that Japanese gaming market that Xbox Game Pass is a great service to subscribe to. And you'll notice I'm not saying the Xbox Series X console is a great system to buy for them. I'm saying Game Pass. Because while the Series X is a great piece of hardware, that doesn't really help with the Japanese gaming market because they're far more mobile centric and love having their systems on the move, much like Nintendo Switch is dominating over there, and how mobile gaming in general has been very big in the Japanese market. All the while, console gaming has gone down dramatically over there. So when Xbox's Phil Spencer has mentioned they want to work with more Japanese developers to show they want to be a part of those discussions and be a part of their gaming platforms, you can really break into that by working with probably the most popular developer from there in Kojima. But more so, this will again help a lot of different gamers from all over the world look at Xbox as a new platform to be a part of. So yeah, while Kojima might get a fat check to make a brand new AAA game for Xbox and their platform, the bigger picture to me is that they want those gamers to subscribe to Game Pass and use xCloud or even PC Game Pass to play their games. This opens up so many doors for Xbox, and it also gives Japanese developers a new platform to expand their audience base on. Microsoft and Xbox seem to be going at this generation with a competitive fire I've never seen before in Xbox's history. I know that people will point to the Xbox 360 era and the games that came out to that platform, and while that was amazing back then, it's nothing like now. I mean, Xbox has 23 first-party studios making massive games, small games, and all sorts of games for us. But now we throw in those second-party and third-party deals we've talked about so many times and we've all been hearing about, and you have a platform that will continue to have huge games coming out for them. And now you throw in Kojima Productions and you can see that they're trying to get all sorts of gamers on Xbox Game Pass. And while I don't like Kojima's games all that much, I can see the crazy creative things the guy can make. Did I love Death Stranding? No, not even close. Even though I put in about 15 or 18 hours into the game, I still didn't find it all that great. So let's hope whatever game he's working on for Microsoft and Xbox, it's going to be something I enjoy and something special. Either way, it's a great stepping stone for Xbox to break into yet another gaming market. Let's hope it pays off and we also get an announcement of this game coming soon. But enough of what I think, tell me what you think about all of this. Are you surprised Kojima Productions would work with Xbox? Do you think this will allow Xbox to break into the Japanese market? Are these the type of games Xbox is missing from their platform? Do you care about Kojima's games? Would a Kojima game and other Japanese games make you buy an Xbox Series X or subscribe to Xbox Game Pass? Go down below and let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support helps out the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with everyone there. So get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also, follow me on Xbox Live. My gamer tag is Zalker87, just like my channel. channel name, see what games I'm playing, and let's compete in achievements for the month. So right now, I'm playing a bunch of Outriders, It Takes Two, and this Warhammer Inquisitor Martyr game. I love it. It's a Diablo-esque game and really a lot of fun. It's a pretty old one though, and the graphics are on Xbox Series X enhanced, but hey, I'm enjoying the game. There's a lot of gore, guts, and taking enemies out. It's just really cool. Plus, I've been playing a lot of Outriders. That game is just so much fun. I love the gameplay, I love the mechanics of it, and I love that you're not really supposed to stay in cover. You're supposed to go out, use your abilities, take out enemies, and really take the fight to the AI and the enemy. So I'm having a lot of fun with that with my buddy, and I can't wait to get to the end game so we can see how that works, because this game is only going to survive because of its end game. Let's hope they have a really expansive end game that gives us a lot of gear and makes everything great for us gamers that want to invest in the game. But let me know what you're playing. Are you playing Outriders? Are you playing on something on your Xbox Series X? Are you playing on Game Pass or on your PC? Or are you on your PS5 playing something? Let me know down below, because that's what we're here for. We're here to talk games and talk about the hobby that we love most, which is gaming. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.